I was wondering, what if I had a Warframe that works kind of like melee influence? And that brought me to Voruna and her number 2 ability that spreads 5 different status effects with 10 stacks of them. And the effect's pretty good, even though we're still using melee influence on our Harmony for the AoE burst, but it's amazing. Let's see how the build looks like. Okay, let's start the build off with the optionals, which is Rauta. If you really want full combo points for the max damage, you can get Rauta for quick combo generation, since you're not gonna be really normal attacking. And I have it built like this, like minus damage, full fire rate, so I can just build the combos ASAP. And in case I wanna play with combo points myself, I also have Nukor, but it's only for the secondary dexterity, for the combo duration. And since we already had the combos, Naramon of course, so the combo points not only have longer duration, they don't go instantly out. It's the first passive you pick in Naramon as well, so it's just perfect for that setup. And for the companion, you have 2 picks. You either go for the full priming mode with the Mecha-dog, or you use Diriga, or any other sentinel for that matter, because the sentinel is only here to support our Verglas. And we're gonna build it around Fired Up, Manifold Bond, and Contagious Bond. Momentous Bond and Duplex Bond are best additions to all of that. You of course need also Assault Mode, 2 Quality of Life mods, Regen, and Aerial Bond, like to skill something airborne when your sentinel goes down and you're gonna res him insta. But the sentinel pick is not really important in all of this, so you can pick whatever you want, Smita or nothing, up to you. The Harmony build, of course, bases on melee influence. Voruna's pick critical strike chance and status chance increase from her 1. She basically puts that both of them to 100, so we don't really need mods for it. We go for range, status duration, condition overload obviously, some critical strike damage, and electricity mods for the melee influence, and obviously the new one, melee elementalist. And before we go into the build, we need to go over the abilities because there's quite some stuff to digest. Starting with passive. Passive basically means if you hold one of the abilities, she will summon one of her wolves to help her with some extra good stuff. This will give her increased parkour velocity, status effect resistance, so no knockdowns, basically prime sure-footed built-in, and this increased heavy attack efficiency. And by increased, that's a plus 90% heavy attack efficiency. Or I believe it's 100, so you can have Riven with a little bit of heavy attack efficiency minus, because 90 is a cap anyway. It would be too beautiful to have 100 and always spam on 12x. And if you don't have the Helminth, her wolf will just sacrifice himself instead of Voruna, the wolf will die and have a cooldown. But the 4th ability on her is for a completely different build. So since it's completely for different build, we're gonna put Kullervo's Wrathful Advance on it for the flat melee critical strike chance increase. And to be fair, I usually use it with max out ability strength for it, with the precision intensify if it's on the 4th number, but damn, looking at that range of the teleport, it becomes an insane mobility ability as well. But let's go over her number 1 now, Shroud of Dinar. And it's also like, those abilities are so complex. It gets you invisible, which is one of the best survival tool in Warframe, invisibility. During the invisibility you will have increased movement speed, and once you break it with an attack, you will get critical strike chance and status chance set flat to 100 on weapon, so that's why we have no mods there. And critical multiplier bonus plus 2.78x flat. And on top of all of that, you will also have guaranteed slash procs. And additionally to all of this already, you will extend the buff duration per melee kill, once per cast. Second ability, Fangs of Raksh, basically make you a melee influence Warframe. Puts 5 random status effects at 10 stacks. When the target dies, it will spread the status effects to all other nearby enemies. And the best thing about it is you can just spam it several times till you get like bunch load of status effects and just kill the target. Everything spreads. And Lycat's Hunt is our energy sustain buff. Basically, as long as you're killing, it will completely, infinitely extend its duration. And it causes enemy kills to drop health orbs or energy orbs, depends how you kill them. But the thing is, we have equilibrium. So you just press it and you go kill. And you don't worry about a thing in the world. And since we're finally done with our abilities, we can go straight up to the build. Steel Charge, for the mod capacity to be fair, you can put wherever else. Cunning Drift, because we want every single possible mod for range. So our spread radius is like melee influence, close to the 20 meter. You can round it up, it's 20 meter. Equilibrium, cause like as hand, we just provide us with every energy drop, every health orb drop that we need. We get blind rage, but we don't necessarily need it. Can use anything else, but I like it for the Wrathful Advents. And Archon continuity, you don't need it really. There's an issue with it, but I'm gonna go to it real quick after we're done with all the mods. Prime Flow, Arcane Fury, Arcane Strike. I don't think Strike is necessary, nor the Fury, but well, that's just my Voruna. You can swap Arcane Strike to Augmented if you want, why not? I will try it on the mission. And the Archon Shards, 2 greens to get the armor strip, since we're gonna spam the 2 anyway. 2 critical strike damage for melee from Violet Archon Shards, and sadly Voruna has an issue, hopefully Prime will fix it. You need 1 energy shard for those to activate their bonus effect. It is what it is. She has 502 energy with full primed flow and 175 Tau Forged. And here's a clip why we don't necessarily need the Archon mods. And the obvious answer is already in the first use of it, because we procced Corrosive, Toxin, Electricity, and Puncture. And what's wrong with it? Well, Archon Continuity, what you would think, would give you 10 Corrosive stacks for 10 Toxin. But as you can clearly see, that's a +1 only. But let's spam the ability a few more times and let's see what's happening. And since I had Archon Vitality equipped for the test, we end up with 55 stacks of heat. So considering how slow compared to like Texpixia, we get all the heat stacks, I don't think it's worth a mod. But Archon Continuity on the other hand, you will need primed continuity anyway. So if you have the Archon version, why not? You will just maybe have to format one more time because of the capacity. Okay, so we in our standard mod. And I'm gonna try to play first with the heavy attack efficiency passive selected, before I get tilted and I use the status. At least I can cancel her invisibility unlike Ashes. Oh, well, that was quick. Hope I can use Harmony a bit. But on any frame, Harmony gonna be probably the best weapon by far if you use my Verglas build. Guess not. I think I would have to get Diriga out actually for the test. But if you ever plan to go level cap, Diriga and Harmony gonna be a perfect combo. But I think you might be forced to use some heavy slams to be fair, to get the damage before everything dies anyway. Level cap or not, doesn't matter. But here it's clear and obvious, like the enemies after the armor and like the changes, bro, like everything is just melting, like I can do shit. I can do shit in a positive way, but still I wanna show you, but I can't. Oh. I need higher levels, but I can't really like bother to go level cap every time. Takes so much time. But everything's dying to Voruna's 2 even without ability strength. Like look at that shit's too easy. Capping armor, nice. 154 mil already without even Kullervo's Wrathful Advents up. It's so stupid, I can just apply this forever invisible. But yeah, it's gonna be really hard to really show off the power. Like every build, I only struggle to show off power, so you can imagine if it's endgame viable, aka level cap. I can just stay forever like this. Infinite energy sustain. I'm not gonna be able to heavy anything other than non-status. Look at that shit. I mean, Diriga is probably doing some shenanigans, yeah. I mean... okay. I just can't. Like, bro. my god, good we have exit here because I have to... I will resume the video once I swap Diriga out. It's impossible with it. Okay, as sad as it is what it is. Can't use Diriga cause too broken. Oh, we got our standard room, but I'm not gonna go over the entire 5-minute run or anything. Because I just wanna showcase you how it looks like in a mission when enemies constantly run at you. I need to get combo points somehow real quick before I die. I'm quite vulnerable like that. Okay, I think I'm ready now. Before I don't have to swap... I wouldn't have to swap the weapon to melee to always do first heavy. Because I always hold the swap button to go always melee. But I can just use Kullervo's Advance if it actually performs the heavy attack when I want it. But I think it's gonna be way better if I just use Heavy Slam. I just kill one of them with the status and do this. I see it works for the buff as it's supposed to. Brief Respite could be also very good, or more Augur mods for the shields, because they still shoot, because radiation, and you take some damage, so spamming 2 should get you back the shields just to shield guide. But I prefer the melee influence to do the job. I don't like heavy slams. Oh, here you go. I mean, you go out when everything gonna be frozen via spreading the status, and then you go invis. And invis immortal, unless you just walk into the bullets. Because they will be shooting all the time because of the radiation. Oh, he can tank some. Let's see. Oh my god, so many numbers. Can't see anything. It's actually quite fun. You just, instead of using your epitap or other primer, you just use your frame as a primer. And that also gives you infinite energy to skill. Do I have melee influence on? No. Let me get a proc. No, I want this guy. No clue what damage I did. But I need electricity proc. Give me melee influence. Here we go. Okay, let's kill one. And please proc that. I mean, on purpose I only went for blind rage, but it's... You can take it off. I mean, the dog primes everything already. It's... Sometimes when you don't have energy, you just do 2 heavies and you have energy back. No, everything is like Diriga or not, everything's just fucking dying before I can... If you're looking for an OP build, use any of mine's. In every video I struggle to show you what's on the table. Just because everything is dying too quickly. Like, the... like, I was not expecting to kill them so hard with the status effect, it's insane. And you can use Harmony to proc electricity and proc like the unique passive effect all around. Maybe I should jump around and spread it to a few different guys so I can... I mean... Please. Stop dying. Malice can kill me, so I cannot really play with some shenanigans meanwhile he's up. Oh, electricity proc. Love it. Gotta look on the map actually to see what actually dying. I mean, she buffs the melee weapon so hard, it's... Like, it just added AoE damage, so we don't have to like walk up to kill everything. Here we go. And like, the status buff from Harmony is crazy good for this. Don't need melee influence, you can actually go for like some flat damage from the corrosive one or... Duplicate, maybe not. Because you would have to drop the Wrathful Advance. If you had something better, sure, but... People telling me like Harmony can do damage cap, I don't see how it does damage cap outside of Kullervo. When everything already dies from the status effect before you can walk up and actually hit it. But I love the melee influence. Nah, I mean, not much to show. We need some level cap, or maybe we need simulacrum with like standing enemies that will just be able to soak up all the damage without dying. Like, so you can actually see the numbers, but they will never die. Like training them in World of Warcraft, if anyone knows. Oh, I forgot to use this for extraction. Oh my god, she's so good. Like, all these abilities, they are all complex. You can use, like, abilities to swap your passives. Imagine, like, then you have something like Inaros. So boring frame. Not saying it's bad, but most frames are, like, boring. But, for example, Gauss and Jade, Dante, they are so much more complex. Like, Kullervo's not complex, even though he's my favorite. But he's very strong, even though Overguard has its weaknesses. Okay, nah, I will not waste more time for that runs. That's all from me. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like, comment, share and subscribe. And as always, see ya in the next one.